Evolution of Chef Louis. The Little Mermaid, 1989.
Chef Louis only appears in 2 scenes of the movie. He first appears in a kitchen of Prince Eric's castle, singing Les Poissons and cooking fish dinners for Ariel. Prince Eric and Grimsby, Sebastian the crab, comes into the kitchen to hide from the maids, but Louis eventually spots him after removing a leaf from the counter and attempts to cook him. Assuming the crab was dead, he puts Sebastian into a sauce, dabs him with flour, stuffs his mouth with bread, and tosses him into a pot of boiling water. As Sebastian manages to escape being boiled alive, Louis sees the crab and attempts to take a closer look, only to get pinched in the nose, causing him to develop a lifelong grudge against Sebastian. Louis attacks him and chases him around the kitchen, causing a big mess. In the process, Louis gets his hand burned on a hot stove, a large pot falls on his foot, and Sebastian drops the sauce bowl on his head. He reappears at the movie's finale, on board the wedding ship for Prince Eric and Princess Ariel, where he spots Sebastian on top of the wedding cake and resumes pursuing the crab. But Sebastian uses his claws to cut a rope to stop Louis, who gets whacked in the face by a wood beam, causing all but 2 of his teeth to break and fall out of his mouth. Louis then faints as Sebastian jumps off the ship and celebrates his victory over the relentless chef.
Raw Toonage, 1992.
Cook the Cook is a song from one of the segments featured in Disney's TV show. It's performed by Samuel E. Wright as Sebastian, Renee Bergenwas as Chef Louis, and a chorus as Sebastian's fish band.
Marsupilami, the series, 1993.
Chef Louis appears in multiple episodes. In the episode Sebastian the Crab, Sebastian has some new adventures, with some of them having him out with Chef Louis.
The Little Mermaid, the series, 1994.
In the episode Ariel's Treasures, Chef Louis steps on a whisk, which lands in the water, which Ariel finds and calls it a whirly-twirly.
Aladdin, the series, 1994.
While Chef Louis doesn't actually appear in the TV show, Genie transforms into him in many episodes. Genie first transforms into him in Raiders of the Lost Shark, where he tries to prepare turkey surprise for Aladdin, using live ingredients, including Iago for the turkey, but is politely turned down. Like Chef Louis, Genie tries to cook a living animal being Iago, while Chef Louis tries to cook Sebastian.
The Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, 2000.
Louis appears in 3 scenes. In the direct-to-video sequel, he is first seen preparing a cake for Melody's birthday party, but it gets accidentally ruined by Sebastian, embarrassing Melody in the process. Realizing what just happened, Louis angrily chases Sebastian with a cleaver, threatening to kill him for ruining the cake. As Sebastian escapes, Louis, unstable, expresses his desire to kill Sebastian. Carlotta splashes him with water to snap him out of it and scold him for his behavior, much to his embarrassment. At the end of the movie, he is grabbed by Carlotta and they both jump into the sea.
House of Mouse, 2002.
Louis appears in the episode Goofy's Menu Magic, where he does a short, on-stage act, in which he tries to cook Sebastian again. He is later asked by Mickey Mouse to take over in the kitchen, since their cook Gus Goose has eaten all the food for that night. But he tells Mickey this cook is booked.
Little Mermaid on Broadway, 2007.
In the stage musical, John Tracy Egan played Chef Louis, who is ahead of a group of chefs that work in Eric's castle. He performs the song Les Poissons. A reprise is performed by Louis and all the other chefs as they present their fish masterpieces to Ariel, Eric, and Grimsby.
The Little Mermaid Live, 2019.
John Stamos played Chef Louis, Eric's chef who loves fish and tries to cook Sebastian. Stamos reprises his role from the live concert event at the Hollywood Bowl.
The Little Mermaid, 2023.
Chef Louis' character is removed from The Little Mermaid 2023. The Little Mermaid director Rob Marshall explained why Chef Louis and his musical number, Les Poissons, from the original movie were removed from the live-action remake. Marshall saw the scenes with Chef Louis, in which he chases Sebastian the crab all over the kitchen, as something that didn't work in a realistic way.